Hi everyone, Mark Daley here, President of the Generation Companies. Barring Kevin's camera, unfortunately this is not going to be near as entertaining as the last video you got from Kevin. But I do have a few things that I felt would be helpful for me to try to communicate to everyone in this way. I have a memo here on my desk that I'm getting ready to send out. And I wanted to kind of talk about or read portions of it to you. These are just super crazy times right now. The title of this is Confront the Brutal Facts, Yet Never Lose Faith. All of you who've read the book Good to Great, which the camera is actually sitting on right now, that thought is in the book several times and certainly applies to where we are right now in terms of the economy. We are well into the deepest recession of our lifetimes, hopefully the worst one we'll ever see. We see unemployment increasing all around us. We see business budgets being squeezed, consumers' finances being squeezed. The banking system is still messed up. So we see all these macro things going on, but how it really impacts us, which you guys see every day, is reduced overall lodging demand throughout the industry and everyone being super price sensitive. And so what we've seen that the impact that's had on us is it's reduced our room rates. Our pricing power is about the weakest it's ever been in the industry. And so as a result, while we have good occupancy in a lot of places, matter of fact, in September we have 10 hotels that are going to run 80% occupancy or better, which is fantastic. But in spite of that, our revenues are still down. And it gets back to pricing, it gets back to what's going on in the economy. Overall, a word you've probably heard us talk about some is creating our own microclimate. And what we mean by microclimate is an environment inside of a larger environment. The larger environment continues to be tough and terrible for hotels. We are creating microclimates in individual hotels where the operating environment is better. These hotels that are now stabilized above 80% occupancy can very carefully and selectively start to increase some of their rates on some of their business as they go. And as they do, that revenue momentum is going to continue to build. Those of you that are not at that occupancy level will I know work towards that with the apartment program and Craigslist and the direct sales efforts and all the things we're doing on the revenue side. I talk about that in here, how we've been very creative, I think, in trying to find ways to create revenue. And so all of that has been important. All of that has been very helpful in terms of us trying to navigate what's going on. On the expense side, we've tried to be very careful to not make cuts we don't have to make. We actually started a little over a year ago, summer of 2008, seeing things start to drop off in terms of business activity, looking at cuts we could make. Of course, those of you that have been with us this full year or more know that we've gone through several times and tried to say, okay, where can we cut some more? Where can we cut some more? We've always done that very carefully, always wanted your input on that, and really have seriously considered those cuts before making them, but also knowing that if revenues go down substantially, there have to be expense cuts if we want to survive as a company. So we've continued to do that, and unfortunately I have one more step we have to take in that regard, and that is effective tomorrow, October 1st. We're going to suspend all bonus programs. We just do not have the cash position and the revenue position as a company to sustain paying bonuses through the fourth quarter. Part of what we're looking at is the winter months coming up, and in most of our markets, December, January, February is our slowest time of year. And even in good times, a lot of times in those months, we'll be cash flow negative. And so we're looking ahead, trying to plan ahead, saying, okay, we have to protect our cash going into this winter. And we really believe this will be the tail end and the final squeeze of what's going on with this recession. Not that it's going to get better right away after that, but really believing that this is going to be the toughest part of it, because our cash reserves have now been eroded so much over the last year as business has softened. So we will review during budget time, the end of fourth quarter, what we might be able to do for 2010 in terms of any kind of incentive compensation. So just please know that we want to put that back on the table as soon as we can. But for now, we just have to put a stop to bonus payments, as much as we like paying out that money and appreciate the work you guys are doing. We are grateful for the hard work, the dedication, the enthusiasm, the commitment that you guys have to running these hotels well. Your commitment to responsive guest service, to quality, to cleanliness, it makes us proud. We hope it makes you proud. Others are noticing what we're doing. We're going to be opening 3 hotels at least next year, which in the midst of everything that's going on is amazing. We'll be opening the Homewood Suites, of course, that we're developing in Wilmington, North Carolina. And we have 2 third-party managed hotels, one in Jacksonville, North Carolina, one in Tallahassee, Florida, that will be opening first half of next year. 3 of our hotels just won IHG awards. We had 13 hotels. I just got the August Star reports, and 13 of our hotels have increased market share August of this year versus August last year. So we have some really, really good things going on, and so kudos to all you guys, and that is truly a team effort. Unfortunately, awards, RevPAR indexes, while they help opening new hotels, none of those things help the cash position of our existing partnerships by themselves. Certainly don't help enough to offset the erosion we've seen in pricing. So we're going to have to continue to find ways to tighten our belt, to find ways to operate more efficiently, and still keep the guest happy, still keep the reputation and integrity of our businesses strong. With all this in mind, effective today, announcing an idea contest. And so basically any revenue enhancing or expense reducing hotel operations idea that you have, I'd like to hear it. Or actually I'd like for you to email it to me at mdailey@generationcompanies.com. Send me the email. Us and the ops team up here will look at it. If we decide that's an idea we want to implement, then you will get a $100 Target gift card. Actually, I don't know if they make a $100 Target gift card, but you will get gift cards to Target worth $100. And we'll have a grand prize at the end of 2009 for the idea that we felt like was the absolute best idea, and that will be a $1,000 cash prize. The gift cards and that $1,000 prize will be a Generation Company expense. None of that will hit your P&Ls, because there again, every penny at the hotel P&L level, we're having to just be super, super cautious about. But we do want your ideas. We think this can be fun, and hopefully a way for some of you guys to earn a little extra money, especially in light of the bonuses not being available fourth quarter of this year. So please, please let me hear from you. But the bottom line on all this is we do have a great company. I am convinced that the resilience that we have shown this past year, there are just elements of greatness throughout everything that's gone on. You guys get credit for that. Thank you for your hard work. One thing Good to Great just teaches over and over and over again is no matter how tough the time gets, you pull together as a team, continue to work as a team, continue to not lose focus, not lose faith in who we are as a company, that we can prevail, we can win. So with that said, like I mentioned, we've already had many successes this year. We will emerge from this prolonged recession stronger as a company, better at sales, better expense control, better at yield management, better at being creative. So thank you for your enthusiasm, your persistence, your creativity, your excellence, and most of all for not losing faith. Thank you. We will prevail together, and I welcome your comments. Thanks.